I'm Liz Byron at the Brown School. We are a K-12 urban magnet public school in Louisville, Kentucky with an emphasis on self-directed learning. Our 4 pillars are independence, initiative, innovation, and empathy. I feel so fortunate to teach at a school with students who truly have reasoned minds and educated hearts. So at my 5th year teaching mark, I asked myself, what am I doing to make history come alive for my students? And then I paused because I realized my students can make history come alive. To get these projects off the ground, I walked all of my seniors to the county clerk's office at the start of the school year and registered them to vote. And when we got back to the classroom, I said to them, this is not where civic engagement stops. What are things that you all care about in the political discourse? And they listed off an array of things that they cared about. So I had to take a leap of faith. I had to let go of my type A teacher personality and allow my students to take full reign of the classroom. And I named these projects the Advocacy projects.
Cultural love and understanding.
On substance abuse.
To help towards water step.
Homelessness.
Spreading awareness about historical sites in Louisville.
About body positivity.
Prevention of human trafficking in the state of Kentucky.
As we dove into the advocacy projects over the course of the school year, I realized how naturally they fit into the U.S. history curriculum. My students were learning the historical skills of comparison during the Civil War, where they compared their advocacy projects to the opposing sides. My students were learning about music during the Harlem Renaissance and looking up songs that highlighted their advocacy projects. And in addition to these classroom experiences, I created checkpoints for self-assessment along the way, where they wrote papers or they sat in on Socratic seminars to share out their passion areas. And at one point, I had a group of young men who were advocating for the hungry in Louisville come to class in tears and told me, we haven't done enough for our project to make change. This particular group of young men had experienced hunger and homelessness in their own families, and they spent their savings on dollar menus off the McDonald's menu and then went around local school area to feed people. And when they told me this with tears in their eyes, I had to talk to them about the fact that you had made change. You filled up someone's belly and you made them feel like a dignified person in society. And that's when I knew, this is in your hands. You are going to spend the rest of this school year educating the public in any way, shape, or form about your topic. It was then that I realized that these advocacy projects were so much more than I could have imagined. This was no longer an assignment. This was someone's life mission.
WaterStep is an organization that helps fund safe drinking projects all over the world. They are able to do this by people donating new to gently used shoes.
Use only 1.5 gallons of water each day for brushing your teeth, washing your hands, using the restroom, taking a shower, eating all the essentials.
Plan to set up a shoe drive.
Did you know that in Louisville, Kentucky alone, there is a homeless population of about 15,000 people, and 15,000 people are deprived of basic needs like toiletries, socks, and underwear, which is why I am organizing a toiletries, socks, and underwear drive.
I want to educate people on the different cultures in the world and different religions of the world, because I think a lot of the problems that people have against certain people are because they don't understand what it means.
This topic means so much to me because I've had so much substance abuse and addiction in my family. And I plan to achieve that by making keychains and taking the money I get by selling them and donating it to the Freedom Home, which helps women who are pregnant or with young children fight substance abuse and addiction.
A lot of different places in Louisville get forgotten or just plain unnoticed. There are loads of historical sites that are in great risk of either being bulldozed or re-renovated on for a difference.
I created a Instagram first post, talked about why I started advocating for body positivity.
A training on how to recognize and report signs of human trafficking. It gave a lot of insight to my classmates. It allowed them to become more aware.
I now realize that 17 and 18-year-olds have the answers for our world. If we would just give them the platform, they would make change for good.